What's going on, guys? Resilient Trading Group here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be doing a new top-down analysis in 2020 of how to perform the correct top-down analysis for yourselves. We will be doing it on the Swiss franc. First, the Japanese yen markets have just opened. It is currently the 29th of March, Sunday, so markets opened an hour ago. A bit of a market gap on this currency pair, but nonetheless, let's get into this top-down analysis for 2020 now. This is something everyone should have learned in the first part of trading, when you first learned trading and Forex and markets, fundamentals, technicals. Top-down analysis should have been the first thing you learn, and don't forget it. This is your bread and butter. This is something we all need to learn and how to perfect. We should have mastered this by now if you've been doing this over 2 years. So let's get straight into it. First of all, you need to jump straight into the monthly chart. You go in the monthly chart just to look at the overall trend of the actual currency pair now, Swiss franc yen. It's in a clear up trend. Opens back in 93, 80, 77, now 113, clear up trend. But in more recent years and months, as you can see, we've got this slight downtrend happening all the way since 2015 really. But here, if we look at it, we've got this clear downtrend there. Once you get a clear gauge of how the market's been moving, look at it in the weekly time frame, we can now start to see we've actually got this box of consolidation going on here in recent months. Over here, we've had long swing trades, huge movements here, but now markets have started to slow down. We've had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 bullish months out of 1, 2, 3, 4 since 2000. Well, since 2020, we've had 7, yeah. So now we can start to see this actual clear downtrend. Now we can start to draw it more accurately. With your trend lines, the more confirmations means the more accurate. So the more lines you've actually connected and it's hit and verified. So that is the accurate time frame for this pair. We can also draw a bottom one as it is trading in a slight downtrend. As I said, the more points you connect, the more verified it actually is for a trend line. As you can see, it's actually forming a nice little channel here. And you want to make the channel as accurate as possible. So, as you can see, the highest low, lower low, higher low, lower low, lower high, because it's lower than that high. So you'd usually like to form a lower low. So for it to definitely drop back down to the 107 level, but possibly the 105 level. So now we need to start thinking about our support and resistance lines, and this is where you can zoom in, zoom out, but you want it to be as accurate and relevant as possible. I'm going to zoom out to around there, and always start at the bottom and work your way up, and make sure it's as accurate as you can possibly make it, and don't place it just for the sake of placing it. Make sure it's relevant and it's actually going to help you in analysing and trading this currency pairing. Place a line of support there. Also got a bit of resistance there. So take your time whilst doing this, guys. A lot of resistance here, even more so back here. So keep attention to everything. Don't ignore the previous months because they can help you with setting TPs and analysing the charts. We've also got a bit of resistance there. And then more recently, we're on a heavy line of support at the moment for previous months. Then drop it down into your daily time frame. Now this is where you really want to have a closer look at the market. You can actually start to see key points. Now if you're swing trading it, you want to be looking in daily time frames. You'll be looking out for key events like this. And then here. So typical example here, you'd be buying low and selling high, just trading in consolidation. But over here, this is where we really want to be looking. I'm going to drop this down. In the daily time frame, can I see any key levels of support? Not really. Here we've got a line of resistance and now acting as support. From support, we want to look at resistance, which is there. Can we now see a line of support? Or we can roughly around the 113.039 level. Now what I can also see It's a bit of a trend, a clear uptrend, may I say. Sometimes it's good just to go on this tool, and I can see this clear uptrend starting here on the 9th of March and now here. So the whole of March we've been in a slight uptrend. So if I draw this out for you guys, it should look something like this. Now, this is very interesting. This is where markets, you need to have a good eye for the markets. Clear uptrend. Sorry if you can hear my laptop, it does sound like it's about to blow up. But here, since March, we've been in this nice channel. Boom, just like that. So, starts off with the break, shoots down, up, down. Bit of a breakout, back down, and it's been respecting it ever since. But now, if we have a look at it, we've now actually got this line of support in more recent days, right here. Here. And it's nicely just rejected it and trading back up to this key line of support. Now, what you want to be looking out for here, remember, top down is just support and resistance with trend lines. That's all it is. Don't overcomplicate it. So now what you want to look at, is it going to respect the trend? It go back down here. It could also break the trend and drop back down to the local support, which is here. So that is a possibility. Right now it's respecting the trend, respecting the support line. But what it can do is if it was to respect the trend fully, what it would do is like to retest this support. So from here, we'd like to go back up to support. From support, we would then like to retest a new high. A new high would be anywhere in this region. So we're looking for markets to go anywhere around there really. And that is your top-down analysis for 2020, guys. Make sure you just start in the higher time frames, working from your monthly time frame, just having a gauge of the market, seeing where markets are going. Once you're done in your monthly, drop it down into your weekly, have a nicer, closer look, nice downtrend. It's back up to the resistance line on the trend, on the channel, I apologize. Back into your daily, start to pick it apart. You know, we can start to see this nice uptrend. Also support, resistance lines. You want to be, you know, keeping an eye on these key levels. See what markets are actually doing in these regions. Making sure these are highlighted because these are fake outs and you need to be aware of them for your stop loss. So here on the 4-hour chart, this is my favorite chart. We can actually pick apart the markets, start to see this clear uptrend. With the support here, we've got a nice line of resistance in that region, and markets are currently in between, and in between is around, I'd say, 90 pips, 57 pips. That's not bad, and if you were to trade it to the top, 80, 90. So yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad day trade. You could also scalp it if it does it in one big push, but we're currently looking in the middle. And if we then look into the smaller time frames, you can now really start to understand the markets. And right here, look at that. We've had 5 lines of resistance, support, another 6. So right now we're on support. And you could do a nice little buy here with this nice bullish candle from where markets have opened and just trade it to the top of the trend line, to the resistance. But it's an uptrend. Let's see if it respects this trend and carries on going up. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to draw a Fibonacci and really pick apart this market, looking at our RSI. It's on a bit of resistance, but also support in more recent days. It's a tricky one, but guys, nonetheless, that is how you do top-down analysis. Don't make it too complicated for yourself. Stick to your bread and butter, master this, make sure everything is touching, pinpoint. Don't be sloppy with your work, and make sure your trading and analysing is top-notch. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.